Are you thinking about moving to League City, Texas? Well, hold on to your boomer britches before you make that commitment. If you're wondering what it's like to live in League City, Texas, and what to expect whenever you move here, then this video is gonna be for you. I'm gonna take you on a full tour of League City, Texas, and I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know about this wonderful town. I'll tell you about the pros and the cons, things to do, places to eat, and I'll even show you the marina. Yes, there is a marina here in League City and a yacht club. And then of course, we're gonna dive into the real estate aspect of things, and I'll show you guys some amazing property in all sorts of price ranges and in the most popular neighborhoods here in League City. There's a lot to show you, so buckle up. We have a lot of ground to cover. Hey, if this is your first time visiting my channel, first of all, thank you so much for being here. We cover the entire greater Houston area from suburb to suburb, city to city, so you can know exactly what to expect whenever moving here to the Houston area. And if that is the kind of content that you are looking for, hit the subscribe button down below and tap the bell icon so you can be the first to be notified about the current market conditions here in the Houston area. My name is Andrew Lake. I'm with the Life in Houston Realty team, and we get calls and text messages from people just like yourself all of the time, wondering what it's like to live here, or they are moving here to the Houston area. And whether you are 9 days out or 9 months out, it doesn't matter. Feel free to give us a call. I will leave all of our information in the description box down below, and we would be delighted and honored to help you make a smooth move to Houston, Texas. So now let's take a closer look at League City, and the first thing that I want you to know about is the location.
League City is a waterfront community along the shores of Clear Lake, and obviously not every home is waterfront, but you certainly have the option to purchase one here. League City is located just 30 minutes south of downtown Houston and is a 30-minute drive to downtown Galveston. League City is kind of the middle ground and is close to neighboring cities and popular attractions. Pearland is a 23-minute drive, Friendswood is a 16-minute drive, Clear Lake Park is 13 minutes away, NASA Johnson Space Center is a 14-minute drive, and Kemah Boardwalk is a 21-minute drive. UTMB Hospital is the closest hospital and is a short 5-minute drive. If you need to catch a flight, Hobby Airport is the closest airport to you and takes 22 minutes to get there.
You know, I always fell asleep in history class when I was in high school, and what's odd is the older I get, the more fascinated I become with history. So here is your history lesson for the day.
League City is rich in history with human activity dating back over 10,000 years. Once home to the Acokisa tribe, the area was later settled by Anglo colonists in the 1800s. The first Anglo to own property in the region of present-day League City, Father Miguel Muldoon, who purchased land in 1831, part of Stephen F. Austin's colony. John Charles, or J.C. League, a Galveston businessman, bought land out of the Muldoon survey in the early 1890s and changed the name of the town from Clear Creek to League City. He laid out a town site and provided land for the first school, later named the Little Green Schoolhouse. Straw Hall, also known as Stragglers Hall in the International Hotel, accommodated the city's first guest. General stores, a saloon, a fig factory, the Shank Family Bakery, and other businesses followed suit. Over the years, League City grew into a thriving community known for its agriculture, historic sites, and proximity to Clear Lake boating region. With attractions like the Helen Hall Library and Butler's Courtyard, the city has evolved into a popular destination. League City has a population of 121,000 people, a nationally recognized school system, which we will get into later, and regularly ranks among the safest, most affordable, and best places to live and raise a family. The city thrives on low unemployment, and the driving force for the economy here is the medical field, energy, aerospace, marine, and petrochemical industries. The city is growing rapidly and has been ranked by Consumer Affairs as the 15th fastest growing city in the United States. The average household income here is $141,000 and the average age of the population is 37.
So the first event on the list that I want to tell you about is the League City Music Festival and Barbecue Cook-Off. Now, this event is a 2-day music festival and barbecue cook-off that's located at Westover Park. I mean, there's usually like a dozen live bands, there's tons of food, drink vendors, there's a carnival, there's a car show, and the festival is run by the League City Lions Club. And what's really cool is all of the proceeds that they get from the event itself are donated to local charities. So this is definitely a family-friendly event that you don't want to miss out on. You want to take your kids to. The next event on the list I'm going to tell you about is the Christmas Boat Parade and Fireworks Show. So we're going to ring in the holidays with a Christmas boat parade and fireworks show right here on the lake. And this event gets really, really packed. So there'll be hundreds, or not hundreds of thousands, but there'll be over 100,000 people scattered out around the lake watching the show. And there'll be hundreds of boats, sailboats, and yachts that are all participating, maybe anchored out here in the lake. And typically there's over about 60 different boats that decorate all of their watercraft with, you know, just the Christmas decor and lights and all that good stuff. And then of course they're going to do a fireworks show. So if you plan on attending one of these events, the Christmas boat parade and the fireworks show, which typically lasts an hour and a half, by the way, but if you do plan on attending the event, remember it is Christmas time and you will be down by the water, so it can get pretty chilly. So make sure you keep an eye on the weather and bring a jacket if you need it. The next event I want to tell you about is called Concerts in the Park, and it's a free event for anybody who wants to show up. So come out for a nice relaxing evening full of live music. They'll have some local breweries here serving up some cold beverages. And if it's the wintertime and they host one of these things, don't forget your lawn chairs and your blankets. The next event I want to tell you about is the Oktoberfest Beer Festival here at King's Beer Haus. Now, this event is tons of fun. If you like German food, this is the place to be. But there's going to be a brat eating contest, a strong woman, strong man contest, and then of course you can enjoy some delicious German food while you're at it. If you like German beer, make sure you have yourself a DD or call yourself an Uber, because you're going to have tons of fun at this place. One of the next events I want to tell you about is one of the most celebrated traditions here in League City, and that is called Holiday in the Park. And it's a 3-day holiday event mixed with shopping, food vendors. They'll have 3 different types of parades, and including the Grand Night Parade, which is the largest parade in all of Galveston County. The next event that I want to tell you about is all about the 4th of July fireworks extravaganza. Now, this is a super awesome family-friendly event. They put on a phenomenal fireworks show, which is really cool. They also have bouncy houses, inflatables, and all that cool stuff for the kids to keep them busy. At sundown, they're obviously going to do the fireworks show, but they also have live music out there, which is really nice, and it makes for some really good entertainment. One thing to note about the 4th of July celebration here in League City is they don't do it on the 4th of July. It's actually done on July 3rd, so don't get confused there. Coolers are allowed, so make sure you bring your lawn chairs and drinks if you need them. Now, there are a ton of other events that are hosted annually, but those are the main ones that you definitely need to know about. So it's not all butterflies and rainbows here in League City. Every town has its pros and every town has its cons. So I think now is a perfect time to transition into our pros and cons of living here in League City. Coming in at pro number 1 is going to be all about the school districts here. Now, we cannot talk about League City without talking about the school districts. And the main school districts here in League City is going to be Clear Creek ISD, or CCISD for short. So if you're looking for a great school district to enroll your children into, look no further than Clear Creek ISD. Clear Creek ISD is actually ranked at the top of the list, coming in at number 5 in all of the greater Houston area, behind Katy, Tomball, Friendswood, and Pearland. And let me tell you, that is great company to be ranked with. Clear Creek Independent School District has an overall A rating and is ranked the 5th best district in the greater Houston area. The district has an A rating for academics, A rating for teachers, A rating for clubs and activities, A for diversity, and A+ for college prep. The district has 27 elementary schools, 10 middle schools, and 6 high schools. CCISD has 40,693 students currently enrolled and a student-teacher ratio of 17:1. Average graduation rate is 97%, average SAT score is 1210, and the average ACT score is 27. And coming in at pro number 2 is going to be all about the proximity to major and industry-leading medical facilities such as UTMB, Memorial Hermann, and MD Anderson Cancer Center. So for some folks, it's important for them to know how far or how long it will take them to get to the nearest hospital in case of emergencies, or in case maybe they're receiving some ongoing medical treatment and they want to know how long it's going to take to get to these facilities. Well, you can rest well knowing that these facilities are all within minutes of historic downtown League City.
And coming in at pro number 3 is going to be all about the diversity and the amenities here in League City. So League City is a diverse town with families from all walks of life and a wide array of cultures. It's a nice and friendly melting pot, perfect for getting out there and meeting new and different types of people. Now, this town is also loaded down with amenities such as a marina, where I'm at right now, and yacht clubs, golf courses, waterfront homes, and recreational water sports and activities. And coming in at pro number 4 is going to be all about the untapped potential for growth and expansion. So here is an interesting fact for you about League City. About 40% of the overall landmass here in League City has yet to even be developed, making this a prime opportunity for investing in residential new construction developments. And a town with 40% of its landmass that has not been developed and that is still experiencing the rapid development and economic expansions that League City has experienced thus far is honestly quite impressive. So I think it's safe to say that whatever you put your money in League City, whether it's a new construction home or whether it's an existing home sales, you're setting yourself up and you're investing in yourself for the future. All right, transitioning into con number 1 is going to be hurricanes. Well, it's inevitable. You're going to get a hurricane here at least some point in time whenever you live here. This is the nature of where this location is, League City. So you are a little bit more prone to having hurricanes, but you're not directly on the coast, so which is nice. You know, I'd be a little bit more worried if you were directly in Galveston, maybe, when it comes to hurricanes. Which is something for you to recognize, that you are in an area that might be a little bit more prone to natural disasters such as hurricanes and things like that. Another thing for you to consider is you are here in League City, you're in Galveston County, right? And in Galveston County, is considered a coastal county in the eyes of an insurance carrier. And so you're going to be required to carry what's called windstorm insurance. So, and be careful with that. If you don't get with a provider or an insurance carrier that can roll your policies all in one and together, you'll end up being with Texas Windstorm Insurance Association, which is actually more expensive. So if you can, find an insurance carrier or get with somebody like myself, and then I can help you and guide you and get you into, or get you hooked up with an insurance agent who can roll all of the policies all into one. Basically, you'll have your regular homeowners insurance and your windstorm insurance. But if you are purchasing a house inside Galveston County, which is a coastal county, you will be required to carry windstorm insurance if you are financing. Coming in at con number 2 is going to be all about the traffic. Now, I'm recording this, thankfully, when it's not rush hour traffic, but where I'm at right now, I'm on the new side of League City, across from 45. So what I want to say is the traffic, it can be said for all of Houston actually, is it just sucks. So try to avoid traffic like you can, like the plague, right? But it truly is awful, it's terrible. Right here where I'm at, these lights and everything will be backed up as far as you can possibly see during rush hour time. But like I said, that can be really said for anywhere inside the greater city or greater area of Houston. So just be cautious of the times that you are leaving and going places or going to and from. Because if you have to drive across town or hop on 45 during rush hour traffic, that's not something that you're going to want to do. And con number 3 is going to be all about tax rates. So this might sound a little bit odd to some of you who are not familiar with Texas property tax codes, but each neighborhood that you look at will have a different tax rate. Like this neighborhood I'm in right now could be 2.4%, right? Versus a neighborhood directly across the street could be at 3.7%. And that makes a big difference in your monthly payments. Sometimes there's people out there who are paying more monthly in property taxes than they are their actual principal and interest on their mortgage payment. So something just to be cautious and aware of. I know it's confusing, but every neighborhood will be a little bit different. So from what we see, it's not always the case, but from what we see is the newer the community, the higher likelihood that you're going to have a higher tax rate. It's not always the case. Some new construction communities actually have a low tax rate. So just something for you to bear in mind. Now I'm about to tell you the best places to eat here in League City, Texas. And if you are hungry, you might want to skip this section. And we're going to kick things off with The Spot. So The Spot has actually been around for a long time, and it was originally founded in Galveston Island, just south of where I'm at right now. So when I heard that they were opening up a location here in League City, I was super excited. I didn't have to drive almost an hour to go eat a delicious burger. So that's what they have here, is burgers. They have some other stuff, but they're more well known for their big, thick, juicy burgers, super delicious. They also have waffle fries. They have all kinds of appetizers, but one of my favorite all-time spots when it comes to burgers is The Spot. All right, if you are looking for the absolute most delicious breakfast food you've ever had, it's gonna be right here at Toasted Yolk.
Toasted yolk is by far one of my personal favorites. Their eggs Benedict is freaking delicious. Their waffles are freaking delicious. And they even have some like brisket breakfast tacos, which is also amazing. So if you're in the mood for some breakfast or some brunch, make sure you head over to Toasted Yolk. And next on the list, we have Spring Creek Barbecue. Now this place has been around for a long time. I know they have multiple locations, but I really wanted to include it because of how close it is to 45. If you can't tell how loud it is, 45 is right here within steps from me. So if you ever find yourself in League City and you're on 45 or you're near the freeway right here and you want a quick bite to eat, you can always stop by at Spring Creek Barbecue. The barbecue is pretty good. I cannot end this video without including Chimichangas. So Chimichangas is some delicious Tex-Mex food. If you watch one of my Pearland videos, actually the Pearland community video, I did one where one of the Tex-Mex restaurants was Gringos. And so Gringos in Tex-Mex or Gringos in Chimichangas here are owned by the same person. And so you'll find some similarities between the food here, but it is super delicious. Their big Chimichanga burrito is really good. They have shrimp Diablo, which is amazing here, but highly recommend checking out Chimichangas if you're ever in the League City area. If you want Gringos, you gotta go to Pearland. Next on the list, we have Red River Barbecue and Red River Cantina, which is directly in front of me. Now, Red River Barbecue has delicious and juicy brisket and jalapeno sausage with cheese. And then if you're in the mood for Tex-Mex, right here behind me is the Red River Cantina, and they have great fajitas and great margaritas. So next on the list to eat, we have Southshore Grill, which is right behind me. And I know it might look like a hole-in-the-wall place, but trust me, don't sleep on these. Some of the best places are those hole-in-the-wall places, so don't write Southshore Harbor Grill off just yet. So it's kind of close to the South Shore community, which we're gonna get into here in a little bit. But this place here has amazing chicken, and they serve up seafood here as well. Super delicious. Make sure you check it out if you're ever in the South Shore area. All right, y'all, we are back at King's Beer Haus. I got to put this one on the list for the best places to eat in League City. If you like German food, this is definitely the place to be. They have some delicious bratwurst sausage and some other German food that I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's really good here. And the German beer, if you're looking for authentic German beer, this is the place to be as well. And like I said earlier, make sure you call yourself a DD if you want to be here for quite some time, because you're gonna have a lot of fun here at this place. All right, guys, last but not least on the list is going to be La Brisa's. Now, La Brisa's has been around for a very, very long time. La Brisa's is a Tex-Mex or Mexican bar and grill. I almost didn't include it, and I'm glad I chose to include this because this place, for one, is delicious, but they also have done a huge, massive renovation on the inside, and they even did some expansion on the outside. I'll have to find some pictures, and hopefully I can find some, and I'll put them on the screen for you right here. But they have done an amazing job. Outside is like a lifestyle type of concept where, man, it's like you could probably fit 300-400 people out there, but they have large projectors, large TV screens, so you can watch the football game, you can watch the baseball game, or any type of sports events you want to watch, fights you can watch on there from the UFC. There's tons of different screens, a lot of outside seating. This parking lot looks empty right now, but man, on the weekends, this place is jam-packed. Like, it is so hard to find a parking spot if you don't get here early enough. So if you get here like 7 o'clock or something, good luck finding a parking spot. But this place is an awesome place. They've been around for a very, very long time. So if you're in the mood for some Tex-Mex and you don't like any of the other options that I've given you guys, check out La Brisa's Mexican Bar and Grill. So I think you guys get the idea. You have no shortage of options when it comes to food here in League City, and you have hundreds, maybe thousands of options to choose from, seriously. And to all my married men out there, the struggle is real. Trust me, I get it. So just be prepared, my friend. And now that we are back here at the Marina, I want to tell you all about the Southshore Harbour Marina, the Southshore Harbour Resort and Hotel. The Southshore Harbour Resort and Conference Center in League City, Texas is a full-service waterside destination featuring 237 rooms, a scenic view of Clear Lake, and a renovated maritime-style atmosphere. Key amenities include a 185-foot oasis pool with a swim-up bar, 3 dining options, indoor and outdoor, a 25,000 square foot conference space, a fitness center, and access to a private golf course. It's ideal for weddings, corporate meetings, and social events. Southshore Harbour Marina is a large protected marina with 855 floating slips for vessels up to 100 feet. It offers a range of amenities including access to a fuel dock,
on-site marine services, a clubhouse, showers, and laundry facilities. The marina also features a tropical pool and fitness center, making it a resort-style destination. Boaters enjoy its convenient location near Galveston Bay, and it provides protection against hurricanes due to its inland position. Additionally, the marina hosts boating events and has nearby dining options.
All right, y'all, now it is time that we're going to transition into our community tours, where you and I are going to tour some homes together in all sorts of price ranges and in the most popular communities here in League City. So come with me, drive with me, let's go there together. All right, well, we have made it to one of my favorite communities here in League City. It's probably one of the most well-known and popular neighborhoods here, and it's called Southshore Harbour. Southshore Harbour is a golf club or, golf course community, and it is a gated community. I got to tell you that it's a gated community, and let me tell you, it is an absolute act of Congress to get inside this neighborhood. So if you're looking for a gated community in League City that has extremely secure access, they're going to take your driver's license down. They're going to take your number down. They want to know everything about you before they allow you in this neighborhood. Even as us real estate agents, we have to give them everything. So if you're wanting some kind of neighborhood with that type of secure access and that extra layer of security, this neighborhood is going to be for you. But this is one of my favorite neighborhoods. I've actually done a couple flips here in Southshore Harbour on this gated section. So here's some stats that you need to know about Southshore Harbour and why this community is so unique. Southshore Harbour is a gated and controlled access golf course community close to the marina and features over 750 home sites. Average list price is $495,000 and the average rent is $3,300. Median home size here is 2,800 square feet. The median lot size is 8,400 square feet. The median price per square foot is $159 and the tax rate is an impressive low 1.7%. The annual HOA dues are $1,380. Amenities in Southshore Harbour include guarded and controlled access to the community, a 27-hole golf course, marina, fitness center, hotel, and convention center, pools, and playgrounds. All right, y'all, we are here at the house that we're going to take a look at here at Southshore Harbour. This house right here is 7 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and it's a little over 5,200 square foot. And it does have a pool in the back, albeit it's a small yard, so it's going to be a small pool, not a lot of yard space. That's one of the downfalls of this particular house. But right now it's listed at $620,000. And this house was built in the year 1990. And from the pictures, it looks like it's been completely remodeled on the inside. So let's go take a look and see what this house looks like and see if it lives up to the potential or lives up to what the pictures actually show online. So let's go take a look. Well, for the age of the home, I think I'm gonna have to give this a 9 out of 10 because it was built in 1990. So a lot of these houses in this neighborhood, if they're not remodeled, it's gonna look a little bit more old school. But they have done a complete remodel on the inside. You can tell they got the black windows, love that. So black and white, I'm a big fan of. But you can tell they did a good job. There's a few spots that I can tell in person that need, I wouldn't say shoddy work, but it needs a little bit more of maybe a little bit more of a touch up than do a better job than what was done the first go around. But other than that, I think it looks beautiful on the inside. Who knows what the inspection comes back? That's what all inspectors are for, to figure out how good the property is compared to what you can see with the naked eye. But overall, without seeing an inspection report, I'm gonna have to give this remodel a 9 out of 10. And what's really cool is here at Southshore Harbour, this house in particular, the golf course, you could probably see is right behind me. So if we're right here kind of on this main road that would lead to the golf course, and then right over there in front of me is going to be the rec center where they got the pools, the tennis courts and things like that. But you'll see a lot of people driving by with their golf courts heading straight to the golf club or the golf course, or they'll be on their golf cart, sorry, and they'll be going straight to the golf course. But overall, like I said, I give this property a 9 out of 10, being it's 5,200 square foot, 7 freaking bedrooms, and it has a media room, the large landing upstairs. I think they did a great job. Tell me, guys, what you think in the comment section below, if you think $620,000 is worth it for this house being in the golf course community. All right, y'all, welcome to Tuscan Lakes. This is one of my favorite communities in League City. This neighborhood is massive. It is really, really big. So it's a master plan community, and I'll tell you all about the stats here in just a moment, but there's one critical detail. If you don't pay attention to any of the stats that I'm about to give you here in just a second with the drone footage, there's one critical detail that you do need to know and understand about Tuscan Lakes. Now, Tuscan Lakes is massive. It's super big. So being that it is so big, there's 2 different school districts here, is what I'm trying to say. So you have CCISD, which is Clear Creek ISD. Majority of League City is zoned to Clear Creek ISD. And then portions of Tuscan Lakes, depending on what section you live in, is gonna be zoned to Dickinson ISD. So if you were looking specifically for Clear Creek ISD to enroll your kids into when you purchase a home here in Tuscan Lakes or anywhere in League City, make sure you pay attention to that here in Tuscan Lakes, because depending on where you buy, you could end up being zoned to Dickinson ISD or CCISD. So just something to pay attention to. Now, here are the stats that you need to know about Tuscan Lakes. If you've ever dreamed of living in a picturesque Italian countryside without leaving the state of Texas, let me introduce you to Tuscan Lakes. This 870-acre development features 1,800 single-family home sites, and living here just feels like a permanent vacation. Average sales price in Tuscan Lakes is $497,000, and the average monthly rent is $3,550. Average price per square foot here is $167. The average size of a home in Tuscan Lakes is 3,000 square feet. The tax rate is 2.8%, and the annual HOA dues are $750. The amenities here in Tuscan Lakes includes serene lakes, several parks and playgrounds, hiking and biking trails, swimming pools, a recreational center, fitness centers, and picnic areas. All right, we're coming up on the first house here at Tuscan Lakes, and it's gonna be this one right here behind me. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home, and it's built in 2016, and it's just shy under 3,000 square foot. So you can see the elevation here. It looks pretty, kind of resembles a little bit of a Tuscany type style home, but it does have an awesome, gorgeous pool in the back. So we're gonna go take a look at that. And it's currently listed for sale at $555,000. So let's go take a look at the inside and see what the fuss is all about. Well, I think the house looked pretty nice for $555 here in Tuscan Lakes. The pool is a little bit smaller than I had anticipated it to be from looking at the photos. But either way, I still think it's a great house, great price for this neighborhood. But yeah, like I said, I think the pool is just a little bit too small for my liking. Other than that, no complaints here. Tell me guys what you think about this first house in Tuscan Lakes. All right, so I think now we are going to move on to the next community. You guys know the drill. Drive with me. All right, welcome to the next community on our tour. The name of this neighborhood is called Sedona. And so here is what you need to know about Sedona and why it is unique. Sedona is a unique community with a huge barn-style detached garages located near CCISD schools and easy access to I-45. The community features 1,033 home sites with an average list price of $532,000. Median size of homes in this neighborhood is 2,900 square feet, and the median lot size here is 10,400 square feet. The tax rate in Sedona is a low 1.7%, and the annual HOA dues are also a low $300. All right, so we're coming up on the first property here in the Sedona neighborhood. And what's really unique about these neighborhoods, let me back up. I want to show you guys something real quick. You can kind of see one behind me. But check this out. This is the house that we're going to be looking at right here. But what's really unique about these neighborhoods is the builder is the name of the builder is Seville. But all of these houses have these big garages like that. They're like barn style garages. You can probably see this one a little bit better. They're barn style garages. You can fit like 6 cars in there. Some of them are smaller and some of them are really big. And some lots even come with 2 of these different barn style garages, which is really cool. My in-laws actually own a Seville home in a different location than League City in the Manville area, and it's really, really cool. I mean, they have the garage is just massive. So if you have a lot of stuff, you have a lot of cars, motorcycles, things like that, this neighborhood is going to be ideal for you. But anyways, this is the house that we're looking at right now. It's a nice 1-story home. Most of these houses here are 1-story. Obviously, they do make 2 stories here too. But this house is listed right now at $486,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, just shy under 2,700 square foot. So let's go take a look on the inside. It is vacant. So let's go get in and take a look on the inside and see what it looks like.
Well, you could tell it's a very well maintained home, and it still has, you know, basically all the basic builder grade material on the inside, but it's still essentially a brand new home, hardly ever lived in. Other than that, it's a nice house. This is a unique neighborhood. Like I said, all of these houses have that barn style garage, and then you can see from the footage that I had that I showed you guys, that some of those at the top, people have converted those. When you walk up the stairs inside the garage, people have actually converted those into like their man caves or their game room areas. I have even heard of one person actually converting it, because some of these get really big and really long too. That was actually a smaller, believe it or not, that was actually a smaller garage. But I've actually heard of some people converting them into little bowling alleys, which is mind-blowing. It's crazy what people can do with their property, or what they can think of to do with their property. It's really cool. But all right, let's go to the next community. You guys know the drill. Let's go. Well, we have arrived at Brittany Lakes. So this community here is actually a really nice community. It's a little bit more on the affordable side. You're not gonna find $1 million homes here, but nonetheless, it's a really nice community. Right now I'm at Brittany Lakes Park. You can see they got the lakes behind me, and then you can probably see some little ducks in there. My son calls those quack quacks, which is pretty cool, funny. Gotta love kids. We got another little duck right here following me around. We can see we got the lakes back here, and then we got the pool right behind me, which is really cool. They have a splash pad for the kids, all types of amenities here. I think this neighborhood is definitely worth looking into if you're seeking property a little bit more on the affordable side, and you're not trying to, break the budget or break the bank or anything like that. But as far as the amenities that are here, super cool for the amount of money that you can that you would have to spend to get here and call this place your home. Like I said, it's a lot more affordable than most of the communities that I've covered, especially in other areas around the Houston area. But I mean, look how nice this is. Look, kind of tell. Just a nice little stream, little river stream, fake river obviously, but then we got some ducks, or quack quacks, right over there, as my son likes to call it. We got a park over here at the playground, which is really cool. But here are some things that you need to know about Brittany Lakes before you make that commitment. Brittany Lakes is a wonderful community in League City, conveniently located off League City Parkway, and features 1,265 home sites. The average list price in Brittany Lakes is $392,000, and the average rent price is $2,550. Median home size here is 2,600 square feet, and the median lot size is 8,000 square feet. Median price per square foot is $145. The tax rate is an impressive 1.8%, and the annual HOA dues are $650. The amenities in Brittany Lakes include swimming pools, splash pads, tennis courts, serene lakes, parks and playgrounds for the kiddos, picnic areas, and convenient access to schools, shopping malls, eateries, entertainment venues, and major roads. All right, welcome back. We're gonna take a look at this property right here behind me. There's a lot of trees in the way, so it's kind of hard to tell, but it is a corner lot. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house built in 2004. It's just above 3,500 square foot, which is nice. You can see it's on a corner lot. So the corner lot, if you have a corner lot, obviously your lot size is gonna be a lot bigger than, say some of the lots behind me over here. But this particular house right here, 2-story home, obviously. You can see the nice little oak trees in the front, corner lot, and it's for sale right now for $470,000. So let's go take a look in the inside and see what it looks like. Well, what can I say? It's a nice house. It is an older home, so it obviously needs a little bit of updating here and there, just a little bit, not too much. It also has that wood look tile, which is kind of nice as well. But overall, it looks pretty nice, you know, here in Brittany Lakes for 3,500 square foot for $470,000. I don't know. You tell me if you think it's worth it down in the comment section below. Let's move on to the next neighborhood. All right, and we have arrived at the next community, and the name of this community is called Magnolia Creek. We are now on the west side of League City, basically the other side of 45, and this is another golf course community. This is one of my favorite communities on the west side of League City. So here are some interesting facts that you need to know about Magnolia Creek. Magnolia Creek is mostly known for its members-only golf course and hardly known for its creek. The neighborhood is nestled in a prime location that combines tranquility and convenience seamlessly. The neighborhood features 1,147 home sites with an average list price of $570,000 and an average rent price of $2,900. Median size of a home here is 3,100 square feet, and the median lot size is 8,800 square feet. The median year a home was built here is 2007. The tax rate for this community is an impressive 1.7%, and the annual HOA dues are $775. Amenities include a 27-hole Scottish Link golf course, a recreational center with a clubhouse, workout rooms, banquet facilities, 4 community pools, and a 26-acre park with hiking and biking trails. All right, you guys, we're coming up on the first house here in Magnolia Creek, and this is one of my favorite neighborhoods here on the west side of League City, and it's gonna be that house right there behind me. Now, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately for the seller or the buyer, but fortunately for us, I'm not gonna be able to get inside this house because it is currently under contract. So by rule, we can't get in there and show it to you guys because they are currently under contract. But a little bit about this house right here. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath house built in the year 2003, and it's about 4,200 square foot, sitting on a 10,000 square foot lot, which is pretty nice. About 2-story home, but it's beautiful on the inside. I really wanted to showcase this house, even though it's under contract. I wanted to showcase kind of what the neighborhood looks like, and I'll do some drive-by footage here too. Since we're not gonna be able to get inside this house, we'll do some drive-by footage so you can see at the ground level what the neighborhood looks like. But like I said, this is one of my favorite communities on this side. We're on the west side of League City. It's a golf course community, as you probably have already seen from the footage, the stat footage I just showed you. But we'll do some drive-by footage so you can check it out and see. But this is one of my favorite neighborhoods, and this house is currently listed for sale at $535,000. I don't know if I had mentioned that to you or not. Can't remember. Got a lot going on, but I think it's a great house. You tell me if you tell me if it's worth it. I'll put up some pictures if I haven't already, so you can kind of see what the interior looks like, and you guys tell me if you think it's worth it. But other than that, let's do some drive-by footage here in the neighborhood and then move on to the next community.
To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land. Somebody loves you, please don't forget such. Take your time, no need to feel rushed, we gon' shine. somehow one day. Word to O'Shea, today's been a good day. Don't let one bad apple spoil the tree. The fruits of our labor seem ripe, can't you see? A little insight so they'll never dim your light. Been wrong for too long, this here feels so right. Leave your fears in the rear view, right now on a mission. Trying to stay the course on this road to redemption. Giving up seems tempting, but no need, cause I got
All right, we are here at Westover Park, and Westover Park is located on the west side of League City. So we were on the east side earlier with the Southshore Harbour and Tuscan Lakes. Now we're on the west side over here at Westover Park. This neighborhood is massive, so it's not a big, or it's not a small little community. I mean, there's a lot of homes here. There's a main road that flows through here called Westover Park Drive. You can see behind me, I'm at the clubhouse here. So we got a neighborhood pool, neighborhood slide, big old park right behind me. We've got a father and a son out there playing football together. But there's that main road I was talking about right here. But this neighborhood is huge. I have a few friends that live here. This neighborhood's awesome. They have kids. Their kids go to school here. So the neighborhood is actually a really decent neighborhood. So if you're looking for, you know, a nice place with, you know, something like this to bring your kids to, if you purchase a house that doesn't have a pool, you got one here. Most of these communities do anyways, but nonetheless, this is still a fantastic area to call home. So here is some interesting facts that you need to know about Westover Park. Westover Park is a 500-acre master planned community in League City, Texas that includes approximately 1,400 home sites with an average sales price at $462,000 and average monthly rent at $2,700. The average price per square foot is $154 and the average home size is slightly above 3,000 square feet. The tax rate for Westover Park is 2.1% and the annual HOA dues are $660. The amenities here in Westover Park include numerous parks, hiking and biking trails, swimming pools, playgrounds, scattered lakes, and a recreation center. All right, here we are at the first house here at Westover Park. This house is also in a cul-de-sac, which is nice. I truly love cul-de-sacs. I have kids, and so when I searched for a house, I specifically wanted something that had a cul-de-sac in it, and I found one, and I don't have to worry. What's nice about cul-de-sacs is you don't have to worry about like your kids running out of the house into the middle of a busy street and getting run over, God forbid, right? They have plenty of space here to just ride their bikes or do whatever they want. But anyways, so this is the house right here. This is another one that is really owner occupied, so we're not gonna be able to get inside this one. We could, but out of respect for the homeowner, if you watch my other videos, I don't make them get out of the house just out of respect because their personal belongings are in there. I don't want to make them move and get out just so we can film, so I hope you understand that. But anyways, this one is listed for sale at $449,000. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath house. It is just shy under 3,400 square foot. So overall, a nice house. I'll put up some pictures for you guys so you can see on the inside. They have kind of, you know, cleaned it out and they're living down. The pictures look very minimalistic, but other than that, it's a nice house right here. I love cul-de-sacs. Westover Park is a pretty good community as well. Again, we're over here on the west side of League City, not the east side. We're on the west side. And what's nice about Westover is so you have a straight shot going back down to, let's say 45. You know, you can get down to 45 relatively quick, or if you work or if you need to go into Friendswood for whatever reason, Friendswood is right here. So Westover Park is like the next neighborhood down is pretty much West Ranch inside Friendswood. And if you're wondering what it's like to live in Friendswood, make sure you catch that video as well. We did a full community vlog tour just like this one for Friendswood. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in learning about Friendswood. But yeah, Westover Park is a great neighborhood. Love it here. Very kid friendly. So if you're searching for a neighborhood like this, you know, they have plenty of cul-de-sacs here. As you can see, the one we just showed you. But yeah, that's gonna do it for our Westover tour. And just like last time, since we could not go inside the home, what I'm gonna do is we'll do a drive-by together so you can see here at the ground level of what it looks like here. So we'll drive around the neighborhood together and then we'll go to the next and final community.
All right, y'all, we have arrived at our next neighborhood. You can tell they got some beautiful homes out here. I'm just kidding, I have a dry sense of humor. No, but look, this neighborhood, or all this dirt right here behind me, you can see the tractors out there working right now, moving some dirt around. But this neighborhood is going to be called Legacy. So Legacy is still in League City, backs up to Friendswood, which is just right back that way. Klein Elementary School is right there too. And we have another elementary school behind me, that's going to be CCISD. But all of this dirt, it goes way back farther than you can see. This is actually going to be a 1,600 home development. And they're breaking ground now. Obviously they're getting ready to start developing the infrastructure with the roads and the plumbing and the drainage and all that fun stuff. But here's a quick update for y'all when it comes to what you can get here, or when you can get something here. Model homes are scheduled to be opened, I want to say when I read it a couple months ago, it's scheduled to be open sometime early or first quarter of 2025. So 2025 is when you'll be able to get your first look. I don't think they've even released what builders are going to be here yet. Not that I'm aware of, they may have, but I have not seen anything as far as what builders are going to be in here. But this is a 1,600 home development in multiple phases. And so if you haven't purchased a home, or you're wanting a new construction home, this is going to be an ideal spot. And let me tell you something about new construction that you may or may not be aware of. So if you are wanting a new construction home, check this out. The best way to secure your investment or make the most return on your investment is to get in the development whenever it very first starts. So if you can be one of the very first people inside a brand new development just like this, you're going to be sitting on a lot of equity in the coming years. And here's why. Obviously, if you ever paid attention to real estate, what these builders do is their prices will start at a base price, and then people start going to design centers and all. Before you know it, your base price of $450 now becomes $600,000, right? So be careful with that on the design center. But anyways, over time, what that does is it starts increasing the price incrementally over time. And so after 5 years, let's say you purchased a house here, you sit on it for 5 years, that 450 base model that you purchased 5 years ago, the base model now could be starting at 600. I'm just throwing numbers out there, but I'm just trying to get you to understand and realize how much the builders are going to push up and build your equity for you, which is really cool, actually. So if you play the game right, you play the cards right, you'll be sitting on a ton of equity. So whenever you needed to sell or wanted to sell or anything like that, you have a lot of equity to cash out on, rather than just buying towards the end of a development and there's really not much for you to do. It doesn't matter. If you were going to stay in one of the homes for 10 or 15 years or something like that, maybe it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But if you had a 5-year plan and you wanted new construction, this would be an ideal spot for you. So keep an eye out for Legacy. I will be doing some videos as soon as the models become available. We'll go tour the models together. So keep an eye on that. First quarter of 2025, they should have a model home for us to tour together. But anyways, so that's going to be a little bit about Legacy. And one thing that I want to tell you guys as a quick disclaimer, so all of the communities that we have covered together today is not an exhaustive list. The list is not meant to be exhaustive at all. So there are plenty of other great and phenomenal communities that we just didn't have time to cover, and which we will get to, but we just don't have time to cover it all in this one video. We would be here for days, hours, probably over 24 to 36 hours of footage trying to cover every single spot inside League City. So this list is not meant to be exhaustive. I think I pulled out the most popular communities, or what I thought to be the most popular or well-known communities. There's plenty of other affordable communities. There's plenty of other luxury communities. There's waterfront gated communities. There's a lot out there. So I just wanted to kind of give, a good, healthy mixture of, maybe somewhat a little bit middle class, a little bit more affordable, maybe somewhat on the higher side, not so much as $1 million side here in League City. But like I said, the list isn't meant to be exhaustive. And I will take any recommendations as well. So if you have any recommendations on how you would like to see home tours, or if there's a neighborhood that you have in mind that you want us to cover, feel free to put it in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to do a video for you. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for our League City vlog tour. I truly hope that you found value in this video. And if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and tap the bell icon so you can stay up to date with the current market conditions here in the Houston area. And if moving to Houston is in your near future, like I said, we would be delighted and honored to help you make a smooth move here to the Houston region. I will leave all of my contact information in the description box down below, and we would love to meet you and love to learn and understand your goals. Signing off for now, until next time.